Out of bed, walk onto the balcony and take in the scenery. Lovely way to wake up. Welcome back to the channel. Happy holidays from Italy. Last time out, I made my way south from Luxembourg, through Germany, this car, this road, and crossed over the Italian border via Timelschock, the highest mountain pass in the Ötztal Alps. Just been to the viewpoint, as you can see behind me, which is absolutely nuts. If you're not one for heights, this probably ain't for you. After the most picturesque of hotel breakfasts, my sweet tooth was craving something. Do I stop off at a local market for some fresh fruit? I even tried hand-picking an apple which didn't seem ripe enough. Or do I buy the most odd bag of Haribo you've ever seen? Yeah, nah. Lemon and ginger Haribos.
They might actually be. I'm gonna get. How much are they?
Nah, forget the money, man. They are terrible.
Well, maybe not, man.
So what and where is Stelvio Pass? It's a very well-known through road over a mountain close to the border of Italy and Switzerland that's revered by bikers, cyclists and petrolheads alike. I think we need a few BHP Tour stickers to put up on these signs. Good bit of pace there. On the way up the pass, I found what seemed to be a wooden scrap metal graveyard. A few skeletons as well. I'm not so sure I class this as a museum, but fair play. Everybody's got to make a living, right? The first part of this pass takes me to the incredible view of Monte Cristallo. Careful. Ow! This mountain is part of the Dolomites National Park. Upwards we go. One thing about Stelvio Pass that I was warned about is that it is very narrow, with no real room to overtake or for any errors for that matter. It is probably the most famous road in Europe, next to Jeremy Clarkson and Co at Top Gear, and the width and traffic make it a very challenging road to drive on, especially quickly, even if it is very well paved. Like most passes in the Alps, it's only open between late May and early October, weather dependent. Don't mind me scheming with my co-director, aka Barber. I'll put his Instagram link in the bio. Hit him up. That will travel to Italy to trim you though. What a view. Best place for a haircut? Nah, I think we can do better. 20 metres away, there's a cool abandoned building that looks like it might have been a hotel. Providing my car can get down the gravel track, let's try there. Yep, that's the shot. You can even tell I'm buzzing by the bounce. I had to pop back to the car to get the apron though, but by doing that, I couldn't have planned the double take any better, with the flock of birds in the background. That's my entry for National Geographic sorted. It seems it's not just in his barber's chair that I'm kept waiting. Come on mate, any danger? One thing you do have to remember though, sometimes take time. Dear. I don't know if anyone's ever had a trim up Stelvio. Might be a first.
Breakfast highest trim.
Highest or flyest?
Highest though.
The highest haircut recorded was actually carried out about 6,000 miles away at the top of Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania in 2015, which is a vacant volcano, and at over 5,700 meters above sea level is almost double the height we're at now. Good try though. I bet they couldn't drive back down in a sports car in the middle of summer. Nice clean shape up with a taper fade. That'll do me nicely. I take one last glance towards the summit, 48 turns from the bottom to the top on this side of the pass. Crystal Mountain, it's been a pleasure. Let's go and have some fun. This is where I bumped into some Lotus folk. Always nice exchanging stories about cars. They didn't really get why I went for the Corvette after the Emira, but I told them I'd be back one day, I'm sure. Upwards we go. I might get a clear run here. If not sensibly spoiled by a cyclist. Now my two-wheeled friend is out of the way, I can try to make some progress. But that leads me to the biggest problem with Stelvio. It's pretty busy, even though it doesn't look it here. The ascent is so quick, and the corners so frequent, that you can't really go anywhere quickly. I counted 5 seconds between those last two corners. This mountain pass is obviously famous because the scenery is almost unparalleled. It's also an incredible feat of engineering to build a tarmac pass this high up. But I wouldn't class it as a top driver's road for the reasons I just mentioned. Snowball fight in July? Yep, it's that cold up here. Lost for words. How high up we are. GoPro's been used to the max, forgive the pun, max. 2,800 metres, another 200 or so to go. Car's been great. Very rare I've lost for words, but car's done its job. Let's go to the top. Before I set off to the summit, I hear 5 cylinders. Does it sound better than my V8?
Wow.
Let me know in the comments. I'm greeted by another 2 sports cars at the summit. The Jaguar F-Type, which you might remember this clip from my first video that I owned, and their V8 P450 guys. Funnily enough, it was actually an almost identical colour as this Porsche 718 GT4, another car that I'd love to own. This then leads to the cuisine. Let's call it a premium hot dog stand, shall we? Mine was actually made from polenta, meat-free BHP.
And traditional local bread or normal one?
This is one of a few food stalls that sits at the very top of what is the second highest paved mountain pass in Europe, at over 2,700 metres above sea level. This food, this location, give a shout out. This food bangs. So as I said, this is a mountain pass, so rather than the same paved road up and down the mountain, the other side has its treasures too. As I try to take a few selfies, a McLaren with UK plates pulls up. I can hardly tell from the front on any of the modern McLarens which model it is. Much easier to tell from the back, but this one's a 650S. His parting comment was that he's driven all the way over from England and never seen a Corvette in the flesh. You and me both, pal. Stelvio isn't the only mountain pass around Bormio. Passo di Gavia really is something else. I mean, look at this. The cloud or fog is the most dense I've ever seen. I didn't even get a chance to see my cameraman wincing. It's the most I've ever had to concentrate while driving. Doesn't even bear thinking about how sheer that drop is. And then you reach this tunnel, where it starts to become clearer. Yeah. What? I've never seen anything like that in my life. through the clouds, some of the scenery here. We're just out of it. It's just like that. I mean, this beats Stelvio for me. It's that good. I can't believe it. We've seen 3 cars on the whole mountain pass in the middle of summer. It's incredible. This is Europe's best secret. Wow. Only there was somewhere to grab some grub. Grab some grub. Can't even take your eyes off it. The peace and quiet is then interrupted by the most classic of classic BMWs. Another one. Oh wow, there's loads of them. I didn't actually know what they were, but the huge kidney grill was the giveaway. As you've seen from this video, Stelvio is rightly famed for its mountain pass, but it's actually the 4th largest of 25 national parks in Italy. Only 5 countries in Europe have more. Car's pretty hot, and you might spot we're actually in the clouds. But wow, incredible road. Right, mate. Fourth strip needed here. We'll work out for the day. Top of Tonale Pass. Sensational. I understand why Alpha decided to use it. Their new compact 4x4. Car's a bit hot. Look at the exhaust tips, they're like bronze. But yeah, it does need it cleaned, but look at this. Sensational. And yes, it's absolutely freezing up here. But yeah. This episode was a really fun one to film and piece together, so I'm very glad that I came. The Corvette has been almost entirely without fault and caught eyes wherever it's been, by car lovers and even onlookers. It's probably just a rarer car in Europe than the Emira. I dropped Rumy to Bologna Airport so he can catch his flight back to London. Cheers, mate. And then within an hour, I drive past Barberino. Oh, the irony. Next leg of my journey through Europe takes me to the capital of the Tuscany region.
Is this routine or? Okay.
Thanks again for watching. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. Here is my last video which took me to Stelvio through Germany and Austria. See you next time.